Thank you very much, Dr. Bhupati, for the nice introduction. A 52-year-old lady with bicuspid aortic valve, ascending aortic aneurysm, moderate aortic regurgitation, progressively symptomatic, ascending aorta on echo is more than 55 millimeter. That means she needs a Bentall procedure with a moderate aortic regurgitation. Clinically has got weak femorals, bounding arm pulses. Chest X-ray shows a large heart, prominent LV. Echocardiogram shows a hugely dilated aortic root with a moderate aortic regurgitation, preserved left ventricular contractility. We can appreciate the hugely dilated aorta, ascending aorta, as well as the aortic root. Suprasternal view shows a tight coarctation. As usual for an adult, a CT is done. CT demonstrates the flask-like aortic root, tight coarctation with lots of collaterals. The coarctation has got a small ductal ampulla here. There is no patent ductus. There are prominent chest wall collaterals and the coronaries are normal. Analysis on the CT scan, the aortic root is 6.2 centimeters, warranting a Bentall straight away. Now we are concentrating on the coarctation. The narrowest part of the coarctation is 6.5 millimeter. As was pointed out by Manvinder, a stent that is going to be more than 3.5 times the size of the narrowest point will warrant a covered stent. So transverse aortic arch was 15 millimeter, isthmus was around 16 millimeter, the descending aorta was 16. You can appreciate the tortuous turn. There is a separate vertebral artery. So the plan is coarctation stenting followed immediately by a Bentall procedure. Obviously, balloon dilatation is not recommended. Stenting is needed. Option of covered stent is pretty safe, but the practical problems are it needs a large sheath. Even if I mount a 14 millimeter ZMED balloon with a covered CP stent, which the 14 millimeter ZMED balloon needs a 9 French sheath, and what is recommended is 3 to 4 more than the balloon. So I need a 13 French sheath. 13 French sheath is in an adult, Dr. Bhupati will say is no matter. I can put 2 troglodytes and close it. But the patient has to go on surgery immediately after the procedure on cardiopulmonary bypass with 300 units of heparin going in her circulation. So is there any lower profile option for a large vessel stent? We published our data of a new made in India stent named Zephyr, which is a cobalt chromium stent, which will make it very low profile. So which means what a covered CP will need is a 13 French, but what a Zephyr needs will be 10 French. So we are 3 French down. Zephyr is a large peripheral stent made in India. It's a very flexible stent, but with very good radial strength. And it has got a poly C-link and S-links that allows zero foreshortening. You can see a series of dilatation starting from 10 millimeter balloon going up to 18 millimeter balloon, but there is no stent foreshortening at all. It's a bare stent. But for using a bare stent, we need to know what is the compliance of this lesion. A tight lesion may rupture. A compliant lesion may yield to a bare stent. So what we did was we took a femoral picture, femoral angiogram and a marker pigtail. You can appreciate the tortuous coarctation and a small ductal ampulla. The hemodynamics, quite a wide gradient in the systolic. We tested the compliance of this lesion with a 14 millimeter TISHAC-2 balloon, and we just inflated to about 1 atmospheres. And slowly we can appreciate the entire lesion is reasonably flexible. The entire 14 millimeter balloon dilates well. So we realized that this is acceptable for an uncovered stent. But whether this balloon has resulted in any rupture. So we recheck and we have found that there is no rupture, where there is no damage created to the aorta. So then we advanced a 10 French sheath and we mounted it, the Zephyr stent on a 14x4 ZMED balloon on a 10 French sheath. This is the magnified view. There is an S bend here and a C bend here, which ensures us there is no foreshortening. And you can appreciate the stent coming easily through a 10 French sheath. And then the stent is positioned, stent is expanded. The stent is further expanded to make it optimal. So the entire 14 millimeter the stent is fully stretched out. The subsequent angiogram shows a good expansion of the coarctation. The ductal ampulla continues to remain. Some people who are very purists would say it would have been good to eliminate this also. But the problem about my case was I mentioned to you that the patient has to receive 300 units per kg heparin in a short while. So then we looked at the hemodynamics. There was no gradient. What is the advantage of this made in India stent? It's a hybrid cell. So side branch access is possible. It's still very strong. It's a cobalt chromium stent, as strong as Andra XL. The edges are closed cell. It has got good radial strength, and it is the lowest profile among all the available larger cell stents. And it's what are the alternative options? An ideal stent in an adult tight coarctation is a covered CP, but I mentioned the problems of a covered CP. It needs a larger sheath. Vascular access is very small. Is it just one isolated case? Completely occluded LPA. So this particular glen was not a bidirectional glen. It was actually functioning as a unidirectional glen, and we made it bidirectional with a Zephyr. Post Kawashima, a tight RPS stenosis, we approach it from the azygos vein, we enter into the vessel and we put it. More complex lesions. This is a distal conduit bifurcation stenosis. We are mounting one stent on two balloons, one balloon going into the right and one balloon going into the left and getting expanded. The child is 10 kilogram, taking double balloon single stent strategy. Post Takayasu, calcified vessel, surgeon has already operated once, residual pulmonary artery stenosis. You can see the sternal wires getting two Zephyr stents. Yeah. Previously stented right pulmonary artery, which is jailing the left pulmonary artery. You are going through the struts of the LPA, getting a stent into the left. So this is as the Zephyr is able to expand the side struts of an Andra. And a very young patient, 1 year old, tight conduit stenosis getting expanded. So in a variety of ages and in a variety of lesions, it is proving itself. This is a tight coarctation. So this made in India stent has proven its utility in most of the regular lesions like coarctation and PA stenosis. It has proven its utility in pretty complex lesions as well, like in calcified conduit, young children, bifurcation lesion. The advantage is that it's non-foreshortening. Thanks for your patient listening.
Different scenarios of the Zephyr stent. Just one question.